last kind of 12 months since we last spoke, can you tell us a little bit about how your company's evolved?
Earlier this year, we launched the Restrata platform. As a company, we help operators around the world and service companies design, prepare, respond and detect threats and incidents and emergency response facilities. And essentially, we found that there was a gap in the market. There was no technology that could tell you where all my people are, whether they are on site, whether they are traveling, whether they're involved in an emergency or not. And we really wanted to invest time and capital in building something that was fit for purpose for the industry. And so earlier this year, we launched the Restrata platform. It's been a really exciting year for us. We've had fantastic sort of interest and uptake. We started implementation since we spoke in the North Sea with Restrata Energy and one other company that we are in the midst of implementing at the moment, but we can't quite announce. And here in the region, it's a similar situation where this originally started with Shell Petroleum here in the region, and now we are looking at rolling this out in a number of other sites. So we're really excited by the interest. We're humbled by the usefulness of this and the fact that this touches on a really important topic across the oil and gas industry, which is digitalization coupled with safety. And for us, the technology that exists means that we can move and have a step change in HSE towards what we're calling Safety 2.0.
All sounds very, very interesting indeed. And from a platform perspective, people can access this information via their smart devices as well. Is that correct?
Absolutely. So the platform is really designed to harness the power of apps. Right? So, of course, you would have legacy systems across your sites. We would integrate into those legacy systems. You may have mobile devices powered by our app across those devices, and you're tagging people in using them. The same way that Uber, has millions of drivers around the world connected to it via having specific apps, we are using the power of apps in the same way and helping enterprises spread very quickly across the globe. So absolutely, and it's cloud-based. It can be on-premise, but it's cloud-based, which means we can roll out very quickly. And it's designed to help the sites at the micro level manage their people and their incidents and their emergencies, but also collect all of that data at the macro level for people to be able to kind of see the numbers as they are in reality rather than predictive.
It's getting really in depth now, the level of data that you're allowing access to these operators to have. What kind of traction are you getting here in the Middle East at ADIPEC?
Great traction, actually. We've had, so pre-ADIPEC, of course, we have a number of projects already undergoing in the Middle East. At ADIPEC, we've seen fantastic feedback of the operators that have come to visit us. The specific announcement that we made here at ADIPEC, we've recently partnered with Blue Vision, who are the world's largest Bluetooth tracking provider, part of HID Group. And together we came together because there was no other ATEX or intrinsically safe Bluetooth tags anywhere in the world. They just didn't exist. And we really wanted to use that offshore because it's extremely important to know where people are on a platform. And so we basically came about, we teamed up together and we took the tags that they already had and we built them to be intrinsically safe so they can go offshore. And that's a really important development because it opens up the possibilities offshore.
So just explain a little bit about what you've got in your hand here. This is what you're actually using as the sensor to harness the system.
So these would be for sort of machines, so for assets, and they would have condition monitoring on them to understand how the motor's doing. And of course, something that looks like this but doesn't quite, it's a different color for ATEX approval, is a Bluetooth sensor that gives you accuracy up to a few meters. So you would know across an offshore platform or indeed on an onshore platform, where the person is, and in fact, if there's a rescue operation that's undergoing, where you need to go for that. Of course, being intrinsically safe, it means the possibilities are now endless in terms of where it can be deployed and how it can be deployed. And ultimately, if it can save one life in an incident, then it's worthwhile. But at the same time, the economic savings that can be made because mustering takes less time, you're able to manage emergencies more efficiently, and you're able to safeguard the lives of the rescue teams who go back in to these brave guys who go back in to save these people, because you know that somebody where they are and exactly who's missing. All of these changes make it, as far as we're concerned, a no-brainer, especially in an industry that is so focused on digitalization.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for talking to us, and good luck with the rest of the show.
Thanks very much. Absolute pleasure. Thank you.